Alright, so let's talk about it. Dropshipping has made me a lot of money, but it does come with some hassles that are not so great to deal with. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a great way to be able to start making some money online, and it has completely changed my life in ways that I have never even imagined. I mean, from coming from hanging around the wrong people to getting arrested multiple times to now being able to run multiple 6 and 7 figure businesses every single month, dropshipping has completely turned my life around. I love it. I love what it has done for me and many of my students, but the business model is just not sustainable for the long term. And by approaching this business with a different type of game plan, it has allowed me to generate 6 and 7 figure stores consistently and be able to continue to grow with these brands. This year, I've had multiple e-commerce brands generating around $150,000 to $300,000 a month, and you guys can see that all right here, which is putting me on track to make over 7 figures, over $1 million by the end of this year without dropshipping. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What's going on, everybody? My name is AC Hampton and welcome back to my channel. We cover everything dropshipping, e-commerce brands, print on demand, Airbnb, ways to make money online, and so much more. So in this video, I'm going to be exposing the truth about dropshipping and why I have made the decision to just move on from this, and how moving on has allowed me to generate $150,000 to $300,000 a month consistently, and of course, what building a brand can do for you. But before we get into this, let's not forget that I have never missed a single video drop every single Friday since I have started. I'm always continuing to drop as much value as I possibly can for you guys, and with this, you guys get an opportunity of winning a free consulting call and some Supreme ECOM merch every single week. And to be able to start streamlining your success with dropshipping by getting on a one-on-one call with me and my team, all you have to do is 3 simple things. The first thing you must do is in the comment section below, comment the word brand and what your biggest learning lesson is from this video. The second thing you must do is go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and go ahead and follow me. And the third thing you must do is smash that like button below and subscribe to this channel. By following these steps, you're going to be giving yourself the opportunity of getting on a free consulting call with myself and the Supreme Ecom team to learn the model of dropshipping and how to expand past this so that you can make more money consistently and continue to grow your own brand. I'll be announcing the winner from last week's video somewhere inside of this video, so make sure you stay tuned the entire way to see if you're that lucky winner. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I want to go ahead and start off by breaking down the 3 biggest problems with dropshipping. The first problem is one of the biggest reasons and one of the biggest issues that people deal with dropshipping. And ultimately, this is why their stores are not succeeding on the long term. Most dropshipping stores provide a terrible customer experience. Ultimately, this is going to have a negative effect on your Facebook feedback score and you're going to get shut down. And trust me, I know this on the first hand because I was that person. Whenever I first started dropshipping, I didn't know the capacity of the emails I was going to receive from customers. They would always email me on where their product was, how long the shipping times were, and trust me, I tried to keep up. But it put me in a terrible mindset of being like, oh, well, you know, the product is going to come. They just need to be able to wait on it. And that mistake alone got me shut down so quickly. With sourcing your products from AliExpress, you have little to no quality control over what you're selling. You have zero control over the shipping times, which ultimately could have your customer waiting for weeks and the product might not even be that good. So although this is something that is very relevant to why most dropshipping stores are not making money for the long run, it is important to know that there are good suppliers out there. It's just all about knowing how to communicate to them, how to source them out and know who the best fit is for you, and the knowing and the confidence that you're going to be able to receive what you need from them. My private supplier that I provide all of the students in my one-on-one mentorship or in my blueprint course is now giving myself and my students 7 to 10 day shipping and ultimately is a completely validated supplier. And I teach you guys all how to be able to do the exact same thing. So the biggest problem is the lack of control. So with this issue, if you're not able to solve this by finding a strong, validated supplier, ultimately you're going to continue to have a terrible customer experience. So let me go ahead and show you some of the biggest suppliers on AliExpress and what I mean by this. So for example, this supplier just for this product alone has sold over 11,000 orders. As you can see, this is just a normal dog product, a dog collar that has just multiple different variants. And as we scroll down, you can see it says free shipping. Well, free shipping is great and all, but look at the times that it takes to deliver. It's saying an estimated delivery of 30 to 50 days. And even whenever you click inside, the best shipping option that you can get is 20 to 40 days. That is not going to work. These are the exact issues that you're going to be dealing with if you do not know how to source the right supplier from AliExpress. And trust me, you don't even have to guess, just look at the reviews. So this one says the goods did not receive. This product took 2 months to be able to deliver. Delivery is so long. The goods did not come to me. These are all issues that you cannot be having if you want longevity. If this supplier just fixed these little issues that I'm going to be talking about later in this video, brands could be thriving off this product today. But I'm letting you know right now, the terrible customer service and the delivery is going to kill this opportunity. Now let's go ahead and talk about the second main reason that dropshipping stores don't last. It is so easy for somebody just to come in and steal your winning product and scale you out of the marketplace. I've seen this happen time and time again, and trust me, I've done this to so many dropshipping stores from the method that I'm going to teach you guys about. I love competition, do not get me wrong, and you should love it too. But you need to be able to build a business that makes it hard for people to come in and just compete with you. It should not just be as easy as them just taking your product and being able to run with it in a couple of hours. The last problem that I see most people dealing with, and even myself has dealt with many times, is that let's say you find your winning product and you finally are scaling up to the moon. There's always going to be that problem of everyone, I mean literally everybody, wanting to try to shut you down. PayPal and Shopify payments do not like whenever you scale at a high level. And then whenever you get shut down, well, guess what happens? The chargebacks go through the roof. They're sitting there and waiting around asking where their product even is, which ultimately hurts your reputation with the bank. And then it makes it look like you are not an established business. And ultimately, they're either going to put a hold on your money or start taking a percentage of all the income that's coming in. And this is something that I see happen all of the time. Now, I want to be clear that the dropshipping model is great to be able to get into to start making money quickly online. But that model should not be what you are expecting to use to be able to make money in the long run. And for those 3 reasons that I just named off, I'm out. But I'm not out completely. Let's talk about how you can use your dropshipping stores to turn it into a long-term business. Because trust me, there is a way, but it just comes down to knowing what you need to be able to do, how to be able to do it, and making sure that you're using it for the right reasons. Dropshipping is extremely good for one thing, and that is finding a winning product. It's great to be able to use this business model to be able to test out all different type of products because you don't have to hold any inventory. But once you find one that is selling and selling well, it is time to brand it. So let me explain. Instead of trying to make as much money as you possibly can with dropshipping, my goal is to be able to turn the business long term and turn it into a brand with real value as quick as possible. I use dropshipping as the foundation and the startup to grow into something that has value and can be able to bring me money consistently. Once I have a product that I'm selling on a day-to-day basis and it's making me a lot of money with dropshipping, and I see that there's a potential to grow with it, I literally build a brand around it immediately. And if you need help with the testing process of how to find your winning products to then help you brand it into your own online brand, make sure to go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word brand. Or you guys can apply at supremeecom.com so I can be able to reach out to see if you'd be a good fit for the limited spots that are available for my one-on-one mentorship / case study for the month of July. I'm always wanting to hear from you guys, so make sure to reach out to me before these spots are filled. From making this change, I immediately saw a higher conversion rate, much cheaper ad costs, higher average order value, and the best of the best, free organic traffic. This simple change took my business to the next level. So look at this dropshipping store that I had right here. It made around $240,000 from December 28th to January 14th. The conversion rate was around 2.59%, and ultimately I knew that this product had a lot of great potential. So what was the first thing that I did right after that? Was brand it. So whenever I branded this, I made an entire new store, but I used the exact same product, I used the exact same pixel, and I just made sure that I was buying inventory in the United States. And by the way, this was all by reinvesting my profits from the dropshipping store that I just had. So right after this store, let's check out what the brand did. So the following month, the brand made over $300,000. $300,000 in about a month and a half. And the conversion rate almost doubled. As you can see on this store, the conversion rate was around 2.59%. And then after I branded it, it jumped all the way up to 4.21%. and it's still making me really good money today, and this is almost 6 months later. And this is what I do now with multiple e-commerce brands. I just start off with a general dropshipping store and I test out all different types of products. And after the product is already validated on the general store, I just create a high converting e-commerce brand around it and I just go to the moon. So now that you see the positive effects of being able to transition your dropshipping stores into e-commerce brands, I want to be able to share with you the 3 simple steps that you can be able to do to be able to start turning your dropshipping store into an e-commerce brand. And this is after you've already validated the product and know that this is a winning product in the first place. But before we get into that, if you have any questions about this video at all, I'm here to help out in any way possible. You can go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word YouTube, as it's not about how much money you can make in this world, but how much knowledge you can be able to teach others to be able to change their lives. So let's go ahead and get into step number 1. Step number 1 is always test out with a general store. This is going to put you in a position to allow whatever is working in the market to continue to work for you, and it's going to save you so much time. So whenever you're testing multiple products, you don't have to redo an entire store every single time. You just simply upload that product to your general store and get to testing. And then after finding that winning product, I then go into 2 different directions with the type of online brand I'm trying to make. So the first type of store that you can make is a niche type of store. This is all going to be around one certain type of niche, and you're just adding products that are within that niche that you're currently selling in. This is Cushion Lab, where they sell all different types of cushions. And instead of just selling a simple pillow for your back, they're selling it all. So you can see they have a back relief lumbar pillow, they have a seat cushion, they have a cervical pillow, they have blankets. I mean, they have everything that they need for this specific niche. And you can see that they are doing very well right now. If we come over here to Similar Web, we can see that even in the month of June, they had over 225,000 visitors. So this is one of the options that you have, is create a niche focused store around the product that you're selling. The second option that you have is creating a one product store. This one product store is going to have your featured product, your one product that you're selling, and just complimentary upsells that go around that main product. And an example of this is BlendJet. So BlendJet sells portable blenders, and their main product that they're selling is just their portable blender. And here's a perfect example of just having complimentary upsells to that main featured product. So we all know that this is the product that they're selling right now, and this is what their main focus is. But their accessories definitely help as well. So you can see they have an insulated sleeve, they have an insulated tote, they have a recipe book that you can be able to make all different types of recipes with. This is an example of a one product store that just have complimentary upsells. So after you think of the direction that you want to go, either going with a one product or a niche focused store, the next thing you need to find is a great supplier. And the easiest way for you to be able to do this is use the same supplier that you were just using on your general store and work directly with that agent that is in China and allow them to help you be able to brand your product, order inventory in the United States, and provide faster shipping for your customers. Once you have a winning product, this is a very simple process. They're going to want to make money from you continually scaling this product. So these suppliers are going to do whatever they can possibly do to make sure that they can work for you and be able to give you the products that you need. They're going to be giving you the best competitive pricing. Why? Because they already saw that you could sell the product. They're going to give you the best shipping times because overall they know that if they're going to be helping you, they're going to be helping themselves. And while doing so, before you go into this direction, you want to make sure you're working with somebody who you can trust. There's a lot of untrustworthy agents out there, so make sure that you're being careful and you're completely validating these suppliers. And like I mentioned before, all of my students in my one-on-one mentorship are getting access to my private supplier who's giving you 7 to 10 day shipping, if not better. And she will work with you to be able to create a high converting brand and even getting US inventory. If you're ready to be able to test efficiently, find a winning product, and brand your store, make sure to just DM me the word brand at AC_Hampton on Instagram. And finally, the third step that you can be able to take, which has literally cut my advertising costs in half, is taking that same custom product that you have and now making custom content around it. So instead of using ads with footage of all the different stuff online or just stealing the competitors of what they're currently using, I'm now able to shoot my own ads and either make them myself or send the product out to somebody for them to be able to make it for me. And the professional that I love to be able to use is Dropship Media, and you guys can send all your products directly to her PO box and she can make viral videos around these. And you guys can use the code ALEXCODE10 if you're wanting to get $10 off your first order. These 3 steps alone will help you be able to take the leap from running a dropshipping store to running a successful online brand. Of course, there's more things that you can be able to do than just these 3 things, but these 3 changes alone will set you apart from 99% of dropshippers who are trying to sell the same product as you. This is ultimately going to put more money into your pocket and be able to run the product for a very long time because you have a great customer experience and great shipping times. Remember, a brand is not just a good product, but it is a great customer experience. If you already have a great product that you're currently selling or scaling on a mass level with your dropshipping store, then why not go ahead and differentiate yourself from everybody else? And even though these people are selling the exact same product, well, you're going to continue to wipe out your entire competition by taking these steps to be able to brand. I've done this myself. I've taught hundreds of students to be able to do the same. And with this last year alone, I helped over 70 plus people be able to quit their 9-to-5 job and start being their own boss. All from the knowledge and the skill power of what it takes to be able to run a successful online brand. And I'm here to help you guys do the exact same thing by giving you the opportunity of winning this free consulting call. Now that you know what it takes to take your dropshipping store to the next level and be able to take your competition out of the market, it's time for me to announce the free consulting call winner from last week's video so that you get the opportunity to start kickstarting your dropshipping career into the right direction. The free consulting call winner from last week's video is Aurelie Farfan. Aurelie, congratulations on winning. Go ahead and go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton. Let me know that you won this call, and I cannot wait to be able to take action with you. We can cover dropshipping, how to help you create your own online brand, how to choose a winning product, and so much more. Again, congratulations. If you're ready to be able to kickstart your e-commerce career into the right direction and get the opportunity of winning some Supreme ECOM merch, make sure to do all 3 of those requirements that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. And like I mentioned, there are very limited spots available for my one-on-one mentorship / case study. I'm here to help you guys out in any way possible. So if you're looking to be able to take your e-commerce career to the next level, all you have to do is go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word brand so I can reach out with a couple questions to see if you're a good fit for the limited spots available in my one-on-one mentorship. And just so we're clear, dropshipping is a great model to be able to start off with. And dropshipping is so far from being dead. But to be able to create longevity with your e-commerce career, you have to be able to change things, and that is by creating your own successful online brand. And I can't wait to continue to drop value every single week to help you guys continue to do this. And I'll see you guys next Friday at 10 a.m. This is AC, and I'm out.